Okay guys, Texas Star Dx400. Going to take a look at it here, show the output, check every function on it, make sure everything's good to go, or point out anything that's wrong with it. We'll start just going overview of it. All four buttons do work. You can see they all light up. It's missing the covers here. Of course, that's to be expected. Older amp, wear and tear. Preamp actually works. You can probably hear it picking up static. Your sideband delay is down here. These last two switches are your output power switches though. So even when you engage the sideband switch, it will do a little bit less, but that is your delay. Works properly. Meter works. Light works in the meter functions, all that is good to go. We'll get into the output switches at the end. We'll show the difference of having one engaged, both engaged, etc. Does have a fan on it with a hole cut in the back. Now obviously, yes, that doesn't look the greatest, but for practical use, these things are better off with a fan on them. This one's got a little switch on it. You know, you can turn it high, medium, low, whatever. We don't have it wired up right now, but you know, somebody could make that look a little neater if they wanted to. But for practical use, I mean, it is better off with a fan on it. They didn't come with a fan. They probably should have came with a fan. So it does have a fan circulating a little bit of air in there. The fuses have been bypassed in it. Doesn't have a fuse in it. So is that the end of the world? No, not really. Palomar 400s and stuff like that, they never came with fuses. So this one doesn't have any fuses. Does have Toshiba 2290s in it. I will try to remember to show that at the end of the video. And I think it's missing one screw out of the side. I have all the screws out of it right now because I want to pop the covers and show you guys the Toshiba 2290s. But it does have four Toshiba 2290s in there, original 2290s. So let's get into it here. The amp is on high right now because both switches are out, so it's doing max power. So what we'll do, just give it an audio on the clamp meter. We're at a 14.9, which is actually probably closer to 14.8, 14.7 by the time we get to the amp. Hello, audio. About 34, 35 amps. Specifically, if you're going to run it on sideband, I recommend a 50 amp power supply minimum. Probably a good idea to have a 50 amp power supply anyway. That way you got a little bit of headroom. You can see it's drawing about 35 amps though. That's with 35 watts peak, 10 watts average, and 2 watts worth of dead key going in. 500 watt slug over here. We will test it on average power first. So we're looking at the middle scale. That's a 50 watt dead key. Oh, about 160 or so average on the audio. We'll go to PEP. Again, middle scale, so 50 is 500. And we'll just say radio check, 1, 2, 3, test audio, audio. So it'll audio almost 500, but just sitting here talking pretty reliably. Check, 1, 2, 3, audio, check, 1, 2, 3. You know, 450 or so. Audio 500, talk 450, nothing wrong with that. Now what we'll do is I'm just going to start by putting it on the sideband mode, and you will see a decrease in power. Check, audio, check, audio, check, audio. So a pretty steep decrease, actually. Knocks it down around 300 watts. Then we'll do it with just this switch in. Audio, check, audio, and it does a little more there. It actually just knocks it down to around 400. Audio, about 375. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, audio. And then what we'll do is we'll just do both switches in, which is the absolute lowest amount of power this guy will do. And we'll just say radio check, 1, 2, 3, radio check. So 200 watts. Audio. Maybe a little more than 200 on an audio. But, you know, it goes from doing 450, 500 all the way down. It'll do 200 watts. And there you guys go. If you want to see how much current it draws on low, audio, 20 amps. I think that's it, guys. Don't know what else to say about it. You know, good running amp. Yeah, it does have a fan on it. Has a hole cut in the lids. Does have the fuses bypassed. Covers missing off the switches. but every function works on it. It does full output, so not a lot bad to say about the amp. We'll make somebody a decent deal on it if you guys are interested. Trying to get this lid up so we can take a peek inside. There you go, Toshiba 2290s right there. So if there was any concern about what kind of transistors are in it, it's what you got. Okay guys, that's it. I haven't gone over it with a fine-tooth comb or anything, just output testing it and just verified the transistors. So questions, comments, let me know. Shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. This one is available. Catch you guys out there. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.